When I was younger, the bravest thing I ever did was jump off of a couch convinced I would fly. I mean, I literally stood on this really tall couch, my little body folded in some sort of Superman pose or whatever. I counted to 3, and like a scene straight out of the Avengers or something heroic like that, I jumped. It's funny, the bravest thing I did today was wake up. I read in the dictionary somewhere it says to be brave is to endure or face without showing fear, which is funny because I remember the first time I told my best friend I was sure I wasn't suicidal, but I knew I wanted to die. I wasn't scared. I know I didn't show fear, but I didn't think it was brave. I can still see clearly the look she got on her face. I immediately took it back, like I never said it at all. I was just kidding, I said, as if I could actually joke about something like that. But I've learned it's better to be the girl with dark humor than the girl who actually needs help. I was 13 years old when I tried to hang myself in the family bathroom. My mother walked in, found me mid-noose tying. She asked what it is I was doing, every syllable of her words pronounced with fear. I said, no, don't worry. I just wanted to know what it feels like. I wasn't actually going to do it. Call it curiosity or finding rest or something innocent like that. Whatever makes you feel better. I find myself sitting on my bathroom floor a lot. I count the cracks in the tile until my veins no longer itch or scream to be cut. It's a crazy thing, you know, to have parts of you scream to hurt. I do this thing sometimes where I pinch myself really hard till tears prick the corners of my eyes. I see my skin change color. I'm bruising. I guess I'm just really trying to test if I'm capable of feeling anything or something, because mostly these days I feel I'm just a corpse pretending to be alive, and it's a really confusing place to be sometimes, to be half dead but fully living. The other day I convinced myself that I was that girl. You know, the bravest I've ever been. I smiled the whole day, laughed at every joke, made a couple too, saying, I'm okay, I'm okay, I'm okay, like an on-repeat record player, or like one of those undercover midnight prayers, you know, Hail Mary, full of grace, my life is not my own, do something. By the time the sun came down to rest, I was so tired. See, what they don't tell you is pretending takes a lot out of your soul sometimes. So yesterday, I gave my depression the entire morning. I didn't move, didn't make a sound, watched everything move around me. I don't know when morning turned to afternoon or how it happened, but suddenly I was begging my depression for permission to get up. There was a long silence. See you tonight, he said with a smile, and I nodded obediently. Sorry, I mean bravely. Whenever I imagine what my depression looks like, I always imagine a dude. You know, one of those don't mess with me type of dudes, one of those grunt really loudly at the gym type of dudes, one of those I know how you like it type of dudes, one of those are you gonna cry now girl type of dudes. I've noticed every time someone brings up depression, people look at them like they're broken or damaged, or like something is so terribly wrong with them, like the word depression itself is some sort of deep profanity, like bullshit. They ask you if you're okay, but are only ever prepared to accept one answer, like okay. How do I explain how I cry myself to sleep on most nights, or how I have these thoughts of dying almost always, or how I burn myself in the shower to feel, or how I practice drowning in the bathtub, or how I keep a suicide note under my pillow in case the night gets long and I'm not strong enough to get to tomorrow, and I want my mother to know that I'm sorry and that she couldn't have seen it coming, and I want my dad to know he couldn't have done anything to stop it, I promise. I guess in the end I just didn't know the difference between bravery and weakness. See, I've stood in front of people and denied the tears streaming down my face like Peter denied Jesus. I've said I was okay so many times it's become a reflex, just muscle memory, a word stuck on my tongue with no meaning. Have you ever dreamt about no longer existing and found nothing but peace? People have this funny way of confusing having depression with weakness, like it doesn't take every ounce of strength you have in your body to be so sad you want to die, but continue to choose to live over and over and over again. Like that shit isn't terrifying. So friend, if you're listening to this, Please know that even on the days when you're the furthest thing from okay, please know that you're trying and that you are a warrior, even if no one else understands it, because this war is tricky and the casualties are plenty. So if you're still standing, then forgive yourself for the days when you fall, for the days when your tears make a pool so big you have to swim out of. And never think it weakness to ask for help or to admit that you're not okay, because despite what they may tell you, sometimes bravery isn't jumping off a cliff. It's sitting on the edge and then getting up.